Hi, students and teachers. Sorry for this. Today we are going to study lesson 22 from Wilson's 1. The title of the unit or lesson, let's say, is Watermelon Weekends. Okay, let's start. Before we start, I'd like to practice the new vocabulary items with you. Listen and repeat after me. Yes. Beach. Ah, after we practice this one, let's have a sorry. Do yes. Let's watch. Oh, interesting. Yes. Now find and underline these words in the leaflet. Can you guess what they mean? For example, carry. Yes. Focused. Listen. It was- Yes. We finish this part. I mean, can you guess what they mean? Carry, carry. Did you know that? Do you know that? Did you know? Dress up, each farmer, farmer works in a field, farm, let's say, sorry. Square, turn into. So, carry, hold something with your hands and take it from one place to another. Did you know that? A question using the past simple tense used to ask about an interesting fact. Did you know that uh, Neil Armstrong is the first one to step on moon? Dress up, wear special clothes, usually for a game and or party. Each, everyone in a group of two or more things considered separately. Everyone, or each, let's say. Farmer, who works on a farm, someone who owns or looks after a farm. Square, where shape with four equal sides and four 90-degree angles. Turn into, change something and make it something different. Okay, let's go on. Digital literacy. The Watermelon Weekend is a food festival. Look online and find information about a food festival in another country. Tomato, for example, in Spain, as far as I know, but I'm not sure whether it's Spain or another country. Make notes and find some pictures. Tell the class about it. Think about this. Okay, read the leaflet and answer the questions. When is the watermelon weekend? Remember, August. Which day? Or what's the date? It's on, or you can just say 28th or 29th of August. It's on 28th or 29th of August. What can watermelon art look like? Looks like a rose, possible. Looks like a bunch of flowers, rose, we can say. Bunch of rose. What can you eat at watermelon weekend? Of course, yes, you can eat a bowl of watermelon, ice cream, watermelon, whatever you think. But here it says watermelon ice cream. Why is it easy to fall when you ski on watermelons? Why? Think about, for example, you see, can ski on watermelons, put the watermelon on each foot and try not to fall. There is a lot of watermelon juice. Because of watermelon juice, becomes I see, let's say, wet and messy. That's why. Yes. Now, the answer is because the floor is wet. That's why it's easy to fall, okay? There is a lot of watermelon juice on the floor. You can say one of these. Why is the eating game difficult? Why is the eating game difficult? It's not easy because you have to eat many, many watermelon slices. Slice. Okay. Because you eat with no hands. With no hands. Where are the unusual watermelons from? Remember the country? Yes, Japan. Okay, let's go on. Complete the sentences with these words: bowl, cup, fork, fork, glass, knife, and plate. We eat ice cream with a spoon. That's done. Please put the cake on a what's the picture? Yes, we have to place it here. Plate. We eat our chips with a what's this? With a fork. Yes, that's right. The baby has a special what? Special. What's this? Special cup cup for his milk. We cut our food with a what's this? With a knife. We don't pronounce k. Knife. Okay. Put some water in a what's this? In a bowl for the cat. Do you want a? It's easy. What's this? Glass. Bravo. Okay, complete the sentences with these words: cold, hot, messy, sweet, and tasty. Tasty. Be careful, the plate is hot. It's done for you. He's eating chocolate and his face is. He's eating chocolate and his face is. Think about this. Can be one of these. That makes very. Can I have a glass of water? The strawberries from our garden are very. Okay. He's eating chocolate and his face is messy, is the answer. Messy. When you eat chocolate and when you see chocolate around your mouth, it looks messy. That makes very tasty, tasty burgers, tasty. Can I have a glass of possibly cold water, please? The strawberries from our garden are very sweet. The strawberries are sweet. Okay. When we talk about quantities, a lot of, lots of, many, a few, and how many with countable nouns. We use with countable nouns these ones. For example, there are, so they should be plural, don't forget. There are a lot of apples on the tree. There aren't many glasses. Many in negative sentences can be used, sometimes in positive sentences, but not all the time. There aren't many glasses in the cupboard. How many knives are there on the table? And we can use lots of, much, a little, how much with uncountable nouns. A lot of, lots of, together. Countable, uncountable. But for countables, we use many, a few, and how many. For uncountables, we use much, a little, and how much with uncountable nouns. For example, they should always be singular. Don't forget singular. There is a lot of broccoli in my salad. There is lots of, or there is a little broccoli in my salad. There isn't much juice in negative sentences. Remember many for plural, I mean for uncountables. There aren't many glasses in the cupboard for negative, and there isn't much juice in the glass, again negative. And how much for the question, and for the countables, how many knives, how much water is singular, is there in the glass. Watch out, is there any juice? Is there any juice? Any in the questions. Asking about quantity, and can I have some juice, please? Making a request. That's different, okay? Some in questions, but to make a request, if you want something to to drink, for example, or to eat, you can ask for, you can use some with uncountables. And in the questions, normally we use any, countables, uncountables, both. In Turkish, how can we translate this? Can I have some juice, please? Biraz meyve suyu alabilir miyim? For countables, how many knives are there on the table? Think about this. How can you translate? Okay, let's go on. Circle the correct words. I always eat much negative. So lots of cherries in the summer. There aren't negative. Don't forget. Many or much. Okay, but we have to look at here. Plates. Plates, countable. So should be many. There aren't many plates on in the cupboard. There aren't many plates in the cupboard. So three, there is a few or a little milk. Milk, uncountable. So for uncountables, we don't use a few. No, a little. A little milk on the floor. Uncountables. Milk, water, flour, and so on. Four, is there much sugar in this fruit salad? Sugar, uncountable. So many? No. Much. Is there much sugar in this fruit salad? Five. Can you pick a few or a little tomatoes? Tomatoes, countables. So we don't use a little. No. We use a few. Complete the sentences with how much or how many. How much, how many. How much, uncountables. How many, countables. How many bowls, countable, are there in the cupboard? Bread, countable, uncountable. How much? How much bread do we have? Forks, countables, uncountables. How many forks? Juice, countable, uncountable. How much juice is there in that glass? Ice cream, can you eat? Ice cream, countable, uncountable? How much? A bowl of ice cream, okay, that's countable, but ice cream, uncountable. Okay, look at the picture and talk about it with your partner. Use these words: burgers, cake, forks, glasses, ice cream, juice, plates, and spoons. So let's Listen first. Oh, no. How many burgers do we have? How many burgers do we have? Look at the picture. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, maybe eight. I'm not sure. So we can say there are a lot of burgers. A lot of burgers. So what about lemonade? I think there's a lemonade in the jar. Okay, jar. Yes. So we can say how much lemonade is there? The jar. Yes, should be jar. I'm not sure, but yes. So we can say there is a little. There is little. Sorry, there is a little. Yes, there is a little lemonade in the jar. So when we look at the spoons, for example, how many spoons are there? We can say there are a lot of or lots of spoons in the cup. Yes, that's a cup, kind of cup, we can say. What else? What else? Cake. The cake. How much cake? Uh, how much cake is there on the table? Let's say on the table. There is a little. There is. There is a. There is little. Yes, there is little cake. A little cake on the table. There is a little cake on the table. So there are a lot of burgers. There isn't much, but there is a little cake. There aren't any forks. Yes, no forks, just spoons. There aren't many, or there are a few glasses. There aren't many glasses, just a few, two or three. There isn't any ice cream. Yes, there isn't any ice cream. What about juice? There's a little juice. There isn't much juice. There is a little juice. What else? Spoons. There are a lot of spoons. There aren't any plates. Yes, there are a lot of spoons. These are the answers for them, and you can ask questions when you look at the picture. Okay, write about the picture. 7. Use a lot of, lots of, many, much, any, a few, and a little. Okay, don't forget to write. This is for you. Remember the picture. Yes, there's a game here. There aren't any chocolates in the box. Do we have a food for the party? Do we have a lot of because there is a lot of food for the party? Mom can't watch TV. She's too busy. She's too busy. What else? You can use this knife. Cut your food. What else? Are there? Are there? So that's plural. Enough apples. Are there enough apples? What else? It's 11 o'clock. Team is having an English lesson. Floor, floor, countable, uncountable. Uncountable. How much flour do we have? Use this to eat your ice cream. Spoon. Spoon. This watermelon is so tasty, not messy. Tasty. I love it. Are there many? Because vegetables countable. Many vegetables in grandpa's garden. Put some ice cream in this bowl. What else? Daisy, your bedroom is always. There are clothes and toys everywhere. Messy, messy. Both names win. It's a draw. You can say draw. So let's go back. Sorry. Yes, we have to go to the grammar part. Lesson 22. 22. Sorry. Sorry, not this one. 21 should be 21. No, not this one. Yes, this one. Sorry. Quantities. Yes. Now let's watch the video. Countables. Countables. Yes. This was the video. Now let's come to the exercise. Tick the correct boxes. A lot of countables, uncountables, both children for all of them. Lots of children, information, milk, A few? No, no. Melons? No. A little? Sorry, I couldn't find the right place. Little paper? Many, many, many. Much milk, paper, oil. Let's go back to the other page. Circle the correct words. There aren't, don't forget, aren't, plural. That means countables. So many, we use many. There aren't many. Why many? Negative sentence. There aren't many people in the supermarket. Is there singular? A lot of, lots, lot of? Is there lot of? No. Much paper? Much paper in the printer. We don't have, we don't have orange juice. Orange juice, uncountable. So we don't use many. We use much. We don't have much orange juice. And this is negative, negative sentence. We use much and many in negative sentences. Much for uncountables, many for countables. Remember, we need lot of flour. Lots of, lots of flour, not a lot of, a lot of. Is there a lot of or many information in this article? Information, uncountable. We don't use many, so we use a lot of, a lot of information. A lot of countables, uncountables. Many countables, not uncountables. There aren't many or lots eggs. Lots eggs, I need more to make a cake. So that's many. There aren't many. Negative. I eat a lot of lots chocolate. I love it. Lots, a lot of chocolate. There are much and lots of mushrooms in this soup. There aren't, there are plural and countables should be. So not much, lots of. Yes. How much for uncountables? How many countables? So how many runners countables are there in the race? Floor. Which one? How much flour do you need for the cake? Packets of sugar are there, plural. Yes. How many? Fruit do you eat every day? Yes. How much? Fruit uncountable. Sheep does the farmer have? How many? Because sheep, singular, plural are the same. Ketchup do you want on your burger, Sam? Ketchup? So uncountable. How much? Homework? Countable, uncountable? As far as I know, uncountable. Loaves of bread. Loaves of bread is normally uncountable, but loaves of bread countable. So we use how many? Let's go on. Complete the dialogues with these words. I want to make a salad. Do we have much fruit? There's just a banana, some grapes, and a few strawberries. A few, just a few. Two, three, not many. So, books, information. I need a little. A little, uncountable. Books, countable. No. So, should be information. I need a little information for my history project. Where can I find it? There are a few books because a few for countables. Three, food and vegetables. I don't eat fruit or many fruit or many food. No, vegetables. Many with countables. Really, I don't like them. Really, I eat a lot of different food. I like it all. Okay, complete the leaflet with the words in brackets. Good drinks and bad drinks. Don't have drinks with a lot of sugar. Sugar, a lot of sugar, uncountable. They are not good for you. There is sugar in lemonade. How? Sugar. So what do we use? How much, how many? We use how much sugar does it have? A lots of much. Which one? Lots. Some juice has sugar in too. It's okay to have, but that's all. It's better to eat a little juice. It's better to eat a few apples and oranges than to drink a glass of apple or orange juice. A few and a little. The best drink of all is, look at here, a few or lots of. Drink, drink, a few water, uncountable. A few with countables. So we don't use a few, we use lots of. And for the following sentence, try to drink more than a few glasses a day because it's good for you. Let's go on. Complete the dialogue. Write one word in each space. Let's make a carrot cake. It's easy. Good idea. Do we have enough carrots? Yes, we have a lot of carrots, but we only need a few for the cake because carrots are countables. Okay, how flour uncountable. So we use how much. There is there is a lot, lots. There is lots. Okay, great. We need 3 eggs. How eggs countables. So we use how many. How many do we have? There are 6 eggs, so that's okay. What about milk? How milk uncountable. So what do we use here? Much. How much do we need? Not a lot, just a cup, I suppose. Not a lot, just a cup. Okay, we need a little, a little oil too. I think we have some. Okay, now we came to talk about food. What's this? For example, it's a loaf of bread. The second one, loaf of bread, loaf of bread. How much bread do you eat? A lot. I love bread. For example, uh, one. What's this? This, let's say, these are bowls of. Sweet, I suppose. I'm not sure, but from the picture, I can say sweet. So how much sweet do you eat? Just a little. I don't like sweet. Three. That's fruit juice, or let's say orange juice. What's this? It's orange juice. How much orange juice do you drink? I drink a lot whenever I have opportunity to drink. Okay, four apples. What are these? These are apples. How many apples do you eat a day, for example? I eat just one apple a day. Okay, what about eight, let's say? What are these? What are these? These are vegetables. Uh, Vegetables, yes. How, how many vegetables do we eat? I eat a lot during the week. Sometimes I eat tomatoes, sometimes I eat onions with food, and sometimes I eat, let's say, I eat uh, red pepper. Yes. Think about these, how you are going to ask questions and how you are going to answer the questions. Let's go back. Yes. Again, lesson 22, workbook. Sorry for this.